Hello, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Johnny Baghead, as always. And it's been a bit chaotic with my streaming recently, but we're back on a regularly scheduled day. It's Thursday, and we are probably, I'm pretty sure, this is going to be finishing off Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, which, like, oof. I don't have like a specifically tiered video game list of terms like, oh, here's my top 10, here's my top 20, blah 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 blah. Because I find trying to rank games like, oh, this one's better than that one, when they, when they're very different genres. Like, sure, I could say on a big scale of like, oh, here's my favorite of this one, or specific ones, but when it comes to like, oh, what are the games you'd pick out as your favorite of all time, then list them in order is I think it's a a fruitless task in the long run. Not fruitless, but I think it's impossible. I think it just doesn't work. But well, unless the game shits the bed in the last like two hours, this is easily like gone up there as just one of my, especially, I will say, definitely, if I was going to list it in terms of this generation, like this is now one of my favorite games of this generation. But yeah, I think very highly of this game now. Like it's not without issues. Definitely in combat, it can feel a bit. The combat is the main thing, and it's kind of funny because from what I understand, the sequels did try and fix combat, but they kind of went too far in other directions, and but we'll get to that eventually. I'm just having more water. Very nice. Okay, so let's just get into it. Here we are. And here's the game audio. Let me just... Okay, I'm gonna go turn it down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so... I have to explain what's going on here because this is some setup. So previously, for the past 3 streams we've done of Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, I was capturing the gameplay and the audio through HDMI via my Blackmagic Design Intensity Pro. I think technically this is an Intensity Code 4K. I forget the exact model, but it can go up to 4K though. I think technically not like literal 4K, but like 2000 plus P. Anyway, oh, hang on. Ugh. And though it's fine with like every other oh, I gotta tighten this. Okay, hang on. Okay, that should be better. Yeah, sorry. I haven't streamed with just a t-shirt on for a while, but it's starting to heat up where I am. And for some weird reason, who knows why, I seem to get hotter than most people. Something about my stream setup, I don't know. It's a real bag scratcher, that one. Baghead scratcher. Huh. But yeah, sorry, getting off track. But yeah. And the HDMI, like, embedded audio capture works fine with all other systems that I've ever captured via HDMI. That's PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, even that Hyperkin, like, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 upscaler. That's fine. But for some reason, anything else? Oh yeah, the fucking Super Nintendo Mini. that's fine. But for some reason, the Xbox One, and I don't know if it's all models, because obviously I just have the base one, that would have issues. Yo, Clarice is here. But yeah, that's been having issues where it seemed kind of random, but intermittent, so it wouldn't happen like there was kind of like a set time, like every couple, not even every couple, like every 10 to 20 minutes, the audio would get crusty and bit crushed for like a good like 3 to 5 seconds. And it didn't seem to be caused by specific sounds in the game or the game being too loud. Like, oh, here's a sound effect that comes in that's too loud or too many audio channels coming in. It just seemed to happen after a certain amount of time. And, well, technically we are emulating because the Xbox One is emulating this system. But whatever. And I did try and research it, and I did find one forum post from, I think it was like 2017, 2018, of someone reporting this issue and mentioning that, and this is probably why I didn't notice it before. Actually, no, I think this is Prince of Persia is the first time I've like, I think Prince of Persia is the first time I was capturing Xbox One on this card. Apparently it doesn't happen at 720p, but if you capture it to 1080p, this audio issue happens, and not a single reply on the thread. So, what I'm doing today, if I can show it on camera, okay. Oh. There we go, sorry. But, well, no, because I didn't fix the issue. That's the problem. What I'm doing is I'm capturing optical audio out of the controller. Because, yeah, but the workaround isn't fixing the card. If you don't have... This is just because I happen to have enough random cables and hardware. I luckily had... the headphones I use are Bluetooth ones that you can plug a aux cable into, and luckily I had a second one to do that with, a second cable. This is the cable I normally use for the headphones, and I'm capturing gameplay, like console audio, out the controller. It's lucky that even modern systems just straight up put audio jacks into the controllers. Well, you can hear the game right now. Like the only thing could be a concern is if the audio desyncs. But I don't see that happening because, you know, the whole point of this is to let you plug in headphones. Well, you say they're getting rid of audio head jacks, but the base Xbox One controllers didn't have this. You had to buy an adapter, and then the later models, so it's actually become more widespread to put these in. Well, it wasn't common. Like, the PlayStation 4 was the first system that had an audio jack on a controller to send audio over. If you buy any Xbox console now, it will now. But there we go. So but yeah, we're gonna get back to where we were. Which I will admit, I don't remember exactly what we were doing last. So... But there we go, yeah. There we go, got about 20% left. What I'll do is I'll, because you can look at the, like, the forward... The flash forwards at the save files. Oh yeah, we're in this treasure room. We're here we go. This just gives us an idea of what's coming up next. Okay, some sick platforming with this hourglass here.
As you wish.
All right. But yeah, we're in this treasure room. Okay, what do I remember? Okay, so we do have the third sword upgrade.
Now get on top of the hourglass.
Okay, lady. Oh, I guess we know what we're doing here. Oh, oh shit, pre-render cutscene.
Take the dagger. Strike it into the center of the dome.
My father's army sacked your palace, captured you as a slave.
What?
You have every reason to hate me.
What are you talking about?
Now you want me to trust you.
Go on. There's no time.
Oh no. It's this evil guy.
Give me the dagger.
The dagger! He must not get the dagger!
Nice.
I had faced my enemy. I had looked into his eyes, and I had lost everything.
Should have trusted her, Prince.
A tomb.
You were there. The dagger was in your hand. Why did you hesitate? You think you're cleverer than everybody, but you're just like the rest of them. Those soldiers.
Oh, hey, welcome back, Elsewino.
Destroy. Why did I trust you? Why didn't you trust me?
It's because of my sick goatee, my chin strap.
Sorry.
Where are you?
I'm right here.
Hold my hand.
Yeah, I'll put it up, yeah.
Go.
Funny enough, there is a limit to how high I can put this for some reason. This game just has low voices, though. I don't know what's going on. Why don't we just do them?
No, you're right. All that's happened is my doing. I wanted honor and glory. I brought this on us.
You are brave and good. If this tomb is to be ours, at least the dagger will be buried with us. And we are together. What is it?
What is going on?
You're trembling.
I just don't like close spaces. There must be some way out of here.
Is this how this cutscene's supposed to be?
Small. My mother taught me a secret word. She said that when I was afraid, all I had to do was speak that word, and a magic door would open. I've never told that to anybody.
I can see why. It's the most childish thing I've ever heard of. What was the word?
Kakolukiam.
Kakolukia. You did that, didn't you? Farah?
That was weird. That feels like that was a bug. But I don't know. Yeah, I will say this method I'm using to capture audio does seem to be a bit quiet. Because I have it at almost, like full volume. Like 0, you know. Right now it's at like -1.
Farah?
But it might be because of the audio in I picked. I'll have to do some more tests with it. Yeah, well, I can't really go up higher than this. Plus, with, you know, the mix of my voice as well, I don't think I want the game much louder, at least in my headphones, because I've got, you know, Game Monster on, so I can hear the game back. Alright, let's just Just keep going down here. Alright, well, I'll put it on max then, but I thought that was too loud. Okay, well, let's just keep going down the stairs here. Don't worry, we'll get there eventually. Oh, okay. I was actually curious for a sec if they were, tricking me there.
Isn't it beautiful?
Isn't what beautiful? Where are you?
Oh.
Stay here. What are you doing?
I'm looking for you!
I'm right here.
Alright, she's right here, I guess.
Farah, where are you? What the?
Whoa.
Where are you?
Here I am.
Farah?
Oh dear.
If only we could stay here.
I'm just gonna follow the drippy sounds.
Farah?
Shall we take a bath?
What are you talking about? Where are you?
Take me in your arms.
I don't see you.
I hope that's the right thing to do. What? I guess just follow the drippy sounds and we'll find her. Let's not read into that too much,
This
shall
is
we?
getting ridiculous. Farah?
Just take me in your arms.
Who are you talking to?
Okay.
I've been waiting so long.
I keep wanting to make a very specific joke about these dripping sounds, and I probably shouldn't.
Act so distant.
Farah?
Some Scooby-Doo shit going on here.
Farah?
That was right. Whoa!
Beautiful.
Oh man, chat, you might have to close your eyes for this.
Come on.
Oh, you're worried about sexy evil outfits? Oh, you're thinking of the sequel. Clarice, you're thinking of Warrior Within, if you want sexy evil outfits. Okay, that was more tasteful than I thought it was going to
Was
be.
it real, that magical cavern? If it was a dream,
Jafar!
then it was a dream we both shared. I know it was.
I know Jafar is in the original, the old PC one. I don't know if the guy in this is called Jafar or not, though.
Oh no.
No, that's legit. Like, the guy you, the villain's called Jafar, I'm pretty sure, in the first one. Oh, no. What am I supposed to do? I don't have a weapon. Let's see. There we go. Ah, okay. Some, classic, block pushing puzzles. I really got to think when was the... Oh, okay. Weird. Oh. Don't tell me I have to push this, like, all the way around. There's a ledge here, I can't... You really don't see block pushing puzzles anymore, though, I want to say. Okay, no, I can't push this around, because... Apparently I'm not allowed to move it above there. Okay. Oh dear, this cat's flying outside my window. Hang on.
Shall I go on?
In a sec, in a sec. No, I'm gonna have to text someone for help. Hang on, did I... Just want to make sure. Okay, well, hopefully... Someone's,
Now, where was I?
gonna help there. Okay, camera, no, I want the camera to... hang on, let me just process this quick. Let me double check something again. Okay, no, you definitely can't push them over there. Okay, okay. Alright, someone is going to go help the cats. I've got confirmation now. Okay, what would happen if I... Okay, no. That has to go there. Calm down, Prince. It's okay. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a tricky one. Okay. The thing is, there are these here. You see, there's dark spots that are supposed to be guideposts to where to put things. Let me try following that then. Okay. Oh, let me over here instead. Okay, so that I think goes there. Oh, okay. I think I misunderstood this puzzle at first. Well, they're not like real guards. They're sand-possessed guards. So, okay. Is this a different sword or is this the sword we had? I don't know. Okay, I thought I had to light up all the corners, and that would just have done that. Okay, is there anything worth going back for? Nope. Just a fight. No, I'm just gonna... Got some sick music though, sick music. Calm down, Princey. What are you shouting about? Alright. I think with that cutscene, I was almost expecting it to be a bit more salacious than it actually was. And I think the reason for that is because of what God of War was like at, you know, a certain point in time. Oh, we don't have the dagger anymore. I don't have any time powers. If I don't have any time powers... I assume I can't actually take anyone out. I don't know. With God of War, I want to... Wait, what am I supposed to do? I guess... Oh, okay. I want to replay those, but I am wondering, like, how much that stuff has, aged well, if at all. Because it definitely felt like, oh, when I would have been, you know, the time I would have played God of War 1, when I would have been like a mid-8, you know, middle teens. You're a lot more edgy and easily pleased, so you were just like, oh yeah, cool, dirty scene, ha ha ha. Oh no. Okay, I gotta time this better. There we go. Oh, wait, I'm back up here now. Why am I back up here? Nope. Yeah, but, okay, because you haven't been here for all the streams. You can't finish these enemies, with just the sword. You need the dagger. Because, when you use the sword, it just, stuns them, basically. You have to use the dagger move to finish them off. There we go, we can heal here. Yeah. It's like me when I work out. Alright.
No, that didn't happen either. Let me begin again.
Yeah, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Oh, fuck you. That's not a checkpoint. Whatever. I have to take the blame on that.
Oh, no.
Because, you know, why did I do that? But it's too late now. Okay, let's just get through this quick. Okay, the camera is not having an easy time with this area. Because I'm trying to keep it zoomed out using the, I guess... Oh, this is what I probably should have been doing. I keep forgetting you can leave the camera in this mode. Well, it's dynamic, that camera angle. It changes. Like, if I push it here, it's you see, it's not top down. No, that was my fault, because I shouldn't have done the wall run there. There was no reason for it. At least we've got some cool music. Do. Here we are again. Okay, it was quick enough, but still, I would have, You know, hang on. Oh, God, game. Okay, there we go. The camera. That was not a great place for a fixed camera shift, to tell you that. Hey, it's almost like tank controls are good when you have dynamic camera like that. Almost, huh? This is just bonus though, but still. It's a health increase, but it's a cool cave, yeah. Just a massive Aladdin fan in chat, huh? Big fan of that Will Smith, are you? What the fuck? I don't know why I walked forward there. Yeah, it's more like a fairy fountain. What do you mean, Sinbad? You thinking of Shazam? Because that's Shaquille O'Neal. Alright, alright. What do you think of Shaquille O'Neal's acting career, huh? Big fan? Yeah, big fan in chat. Oh, what the fuck? She's just here? Weird. Oh, I see. That zoom out is useful. Okay. Just having a little trippy, are we? I didn't notice her there the first time, though. Oh, this is some precarious jumping we're doing. Oh!
That didn't happen.
Okay. So we have a checkpoint because I hit the health upgrade this time, so that's good. Why is the timing so weird on that? I'm normally okay at the timing those. Ah, okay. I was doing it too early. Oh, I have to... There we go. Huh. Oh, okay. I see what I did wrong. There we go. I should use that more often. That zoom out's actually really useful. Good thing to, Whoa.
Wait.
Had a little bit of a depth perception issue there. Don't mind that. This is what it's like when I lost my rewind powers. That's the issue. I'll say like that's probably the stuff where it's aged a little bit, because when you have a more freedom with the camera movement, you can gauge jumps like that a little better. Like if your perspective's off a little, it can look like you can make a jump when you actually can't. Maybe I should just... Yeah, I'll just drop down instead. That's a cool view though. Very... Man, this is reminding me so much of God, not having the rewind is so... I got so used to it. Hey, we got an extra checkpoint now. There we go. But I guess it's just this is kind of a common look you'd see. Oh, that skybox is a little... little too close. Can't blame the game though, again, you know. 2003. Oh! You know what? I think this sword... The whole gimmick with this sword is that you don't need to stab anymore. Oh, I was not paying attention. I think this sword actually does kill now without needing the dagger. I think that's what's happening. I don't think it's funny you can skip a lot of the fights, though. Okay, yeah. That's on me for not checking. Oh, I do like that little kind of dynamic sun in there. I do really like the music. I just wish there was more music outside of combat. It's probably my main issue of the presentation, I'd say. Alright. I do think it's really funny how much of the combat you can skip, though. It's because the previous sword upgrades just let you do more damage or let you do progression stuff. So it just didn't come to mind to me that that's what it would do.
Done.
Also, when they were like, I was hitting them and they were disappearing, I thought they were teleporting. I thought that was just a new enemy type. So speaking of, I'm gonna probably put like a thread out on Twitter just talking about it, but I actually do have some more concrete plans about stuff coming up for stream. Because this, you know, this is the last, this is gonna be the last stream of this game. And I'm not immediately gonna jump into to Warrior Within. Partly because I actually have to figure out what version I want to play there. Yeah.
That's not how it happened.
Because I was under the impression that all the Xbox Ones were added to Xbox One backwards compatibility, but sadly no. Only this one. Which I think is a shame. Okay, I see what I was supposed to do. I've got to... There we go. But I've been thinking about stuff coming up. We are going to get back into more Resident Evil. God, I miss having the rewind. I got so reliant on being able to rewind. Warrior Within on PC. I need to do research on that. But depending on how it is on console, we might just end up playing it on a PlayStation 2 or something. Though I will say, at least when I looked at the differences between the Xbox and PS2 versions, like original Xbox and this, and PS2, the PlayStation 2 version did have muddier textures, so you were getting... Okay. I thought that's what you had to do, I just, again... you can't... In some games with wall jumps, you can kind of just mash the jump button, but you cannot do that here. If you just try and mash, you'll usually just mess up. But yeah, we're gonna get back into more classic Resident Evil. I want to do Resident Evil 3, and for that we're probably just gonna do the let's see. Okay, yeah, that is a dead end. We're going to do the Dreamcast. Well, I guess probably just the GameCube one, because the GameCube one is the Dreamcast one, I think. It's just, that gives you the best resolution. And I might even look into the texture replacement mods for it. Well, we'll see about that. But, it's actually not that far off, now that I realise it, from my birthday. Because my birthday is now like a month and a half away. And, I just kind of want to play something specific to me for my birthday. And I think because of this, has inspired me. I want to play Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus is my favorite PlayStation 2 game. I won't argue it's the best game on the system or anything like that, but it's just my favorite. And obviously there's a lot of versions of it to play, but I think just because it's the kind of stuff I do and I love showcasing stuff. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Heat. Played this as a kid, never got this far. Yes, basically the same here. I played the demo version of the game, though I don't remember what demo and what part of the game it was. But for some reason, I just never got the full game, and I regret it, because I've been having a blast with this. This has been so fun. But yeah, I think for June, around the time of my birthday, I just want to play Shadow Colossus. And I want to play the PlayStation 2 version. Even though there are better versions out there, I just really... I love showcasing kind of... These are how these games looked at the time. And Shadow Colossus was going for like so much on the PlayStation 2. It barely runs, and I want to showcase that. Though we might do something where we'll like jump around and we'll show the HD collection. And a bit of the remake as well, but I do want to kind of show us, like, it's a decent remake, but it does mess with the art direction in some places. Not as bad as a Blue Point's Demon Souls remake, but there are some similar issues between them. But yeah, having played this now, if you missed out on this when you were younger, I'd highly recommend it. It still holds up. You don't even have to wait for that supposed remake if that's ever actually coming out. And you don't even have to worry about playing this specific version that I am. This emulated Xbox version. You could probably just get... You probably have to do some fan patches and some other stuff. I would just look into the PC version, because that version you can play in widescreen. I do not believe you can play at 60 FPS though. I think this game's engine is just weird like that. Let's see. I guess we have to go back up the way we came. Oh no, we can't go up the way we came. Oh yeah, wall run. What am I doing? I sometimes forget the wall run is... You can really... Whoop. Whoop. You can really make the distance with the wall run. It's powerful. Oh, not these fuckers again. Yep. Saw that coming.
No, no, no.
No, no, no. No, no, no. But something about this game has, it more so than even replaying, Devil May Cry 3, because I actually barely played Devil May Cry 3 when it was current. I started it, but I was, like, so clueless about how Devil May Cry games played. Oh, God. Again? Oh. I did not play much of it, but this is giving me more nostalgia. Especially for the stuff that Team Eco was doing. Oh, that's the wrong button. That's the right button, just wrong input. Okay. I'm trying to rush here. I should just... Yeah, we'll just take our time here. It is weird to me though that every Prince of Persia game is playable on Xbox One and Series consoles except Warrior Within and Two Thrones. Prince of Persia Classic, which was an Xbox arcade like remake of the original in like 3D in this style. That's on there. The weird like artsy paint style reboot. That's okay, so some of these guys are getting knocked over, but I can't really do much when they're knocked over. Oh. And the movie tie-in game, that is weirdly, like, not actually the same story as the movie. Because the movie is a retelling of this game, I think. I've never actually seen the movie. Because I just heard it was, like, like, not objectively bad, but had no real redeeming qualities. Just like, yeah, it's watchable, was basically what I heard. But yeah, just something about the game, the way this game looks, really evokes something about the PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube era. I always forget the name of that generation. I think that's the 6th generation, but don't quote me on that. Because I attest that, this generation is probably when, like, what we consider modern now, or we got past, like, the retro age of gaming is around here, is when it started. Where most of the design choices and innovation, like, stays true to now, and you know, if you do the right thing, like, a lot of these games also still hold up as well. It doesn't really feel like, oh, you're playing dated stuff if you mess with these games or anything like that. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. You know, I can climb the pole there, but I was looking over here, actually. This feels like a... Oh, never mind. Thought there was, like, a secret over there. If you did, like, a tricky wall run jump, but nope. But yeah, well, because we don't have the dagger, we have lost all of our time powers, so that's why there's been a lot more platforming deaths. Because I can no longer, rewind and save myself. That is my hot take when it comes to a generational thing, and someone could argue a lot of it's cope, and you might have a point there. But in my opinion, I just can't call games from this age retro. Just because, you know, as a medium evolves, and obviously gaming was... When a medium starts out, it evolves and grows, like, very rapidly. And you look at the generational changes between systems back then, like going from like the Pong consoles to Atari 2600 stuff, then the NES. How long is this where it's supposed to go? Probably not, no. No, I think what I'm supposed to do... Oh, actually, I'm not so sure now. Oh, okay, not that. I thought that flagpole I could grab onto.
No, that didn't happen.
Now they're being quite forgiving with the checkpointing, I'm noticing. Which, you know, thank God, because having the rewind power taken away, this would be a pain if I was having to redo, like, giant chunks of the gameplay here. But if you want to like look at the gaps of like how much tech was advancing in games at the time, I think Final Fantasy is a great one to look at, because you have things like, if you look at the differences between, say, early Final Fantasies, when, you know, they were making quite a few per system, and then you've got Final Fantasy VI, like the peak of, you know, of, in terms of like technology and design of what they were doing for those systems. And then you look at, I'm trying to remember what the time is. I think it's like Final Fantasy VI was 94. Final Fantasy X is 2001. And like, think of the differences between those games. Like, you do not get like that kind of leap in gaming now. You know, like a game that's got like, first off, obviously you're going from 2D to 3D, but also like the amount of voice acting, the cutscenes, the animations, and the music, and like so much of that in the sound design and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Okay, the camera is shifting here, so... Okay, I am actually stuck here. I'm a little confused about where I'm supposed to go there. Let me just get back there and try and just be a bit more careful about what I'm doing. Okay, getting onto the poles can sometimes be tricky. Here we go. Whereas you compare, say, the differences between Final Fantasy games now, where like, not only, you know, how infrequently they get released apart, but you also have to contend with, like, the differences now are very subtle. Like, we're not having like huge changes to presentation, design and things like that. It's like, you know, graphical improvements, system improvements are very incremental now, and that's just the reality of the medium advancing. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have to go this way. I just don't see where I'm supposed to go from here. Okay, not that. But that's, well, that's...
That didn't happen.
Well, I wouldn't say it's all in tech. It's just, you know, because it's tech that's newer is advancing quicker. Like, yeah, if you look at VR, like, VR has come a long way in just a decade. But that's with anything. Like, as soon as there's anything, like a new invention, like, you get that huge amount of advancements. And then as the medium grows and ages, it's like, yeah, a lot of it's already been figured out, and you can only make incremental improvements. I am really trying to think like what is gonna be like the big next thing in gaming that could see changes. Oh, I'm an idiot. Let's just, you know, let's just play this section for forever. I'm enjoying it so much. I just want to keep playing this one platform puzzle over and over. Clara says, take my phone. It's 2 to 3 year old. Spec wise, it's better than the lowest model of the flaggish phone. Well, yeah, but that's because smartphones have been around for quite a while now, and also obviously smartphones were advancing on like portable computer technology. But if you definitely look at VR, like that is definitely where the quickest improvements are happening so far. And, you know, give it some time, we are going to start topping out on like how good resolution and field of view are going to get and things like that. I've been watching, even though I don't have VR stuff myself, though I have messed with it. At least once I've tried the PlayStation VR. Okay, no, I am supposed to go that way. I would recommend, if you think VR advancement's been slow, I would try to look at... I would highly recommend this. Look up the YouTube channel, The Virtual Reality Show, because I think that's an incorrect statement, that there's not been that much advancements there. Okay. That is what you have to do. The lack of rewind, though, for such a... You do have to be very specific with wall jump times in this. A little too. I wish it was a little bit forgiving. Because it seems to have a... I guess eating inputs maybe is the best way to describe it. If you press the jump button like a bit too early, you can't just mash and it will guarantee to come out. If you pressed it... Oh, what were you doing, Prince? It's just doing her spins there for a minute. Yeah. If PlayStation VR stuff... Oh, yeah, you have to fucking climb up to do that bit. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just... Oh, no, it's still not at the accessible level, but it is far more accessible than it was earlier. Even just the quest stuff, like how much better quest has gotten as a separate thing. And stuff that was like non-cut, like regular custom market is now affordable. But yeah, you know, that's just how it is. I remember a time when HD TVs were first a thing, and like one HD TV, probably like a 30 to 40 inch, somewhere in that. Oh, I keep forgetting I have to jump up high there. Sorry. I've done this section too many times, and now I'm trying to skip stuff, which doesn't work. And now I've walked into the save point. Sorry. This is entirely my fault. Just, I'm trying to keep the topic going. I'm trying to say something. But yeah, I remember a time, yeah, HD TVs used to be so fucking expensive, and yeah, that's definitely not the case anymore. And it's the same like when 4K TVs were first a thing, and they're definitely more affordable. Okay, there is some weirdness with this here. I'm currently pushing the stick left. There is some very weird control on some of the climbing stuff. But it only happens in some areas where I think like it gets confused with the camera. But the thing I feel like, and it's still early days, and it's a long way off, but it is advancing at a kind of crazy pace, And obviously there are other issues with it, like in its misuse. But with how AI has been advancing recently, we could start getting to the point where AI could be used in games to start making them feel more organic. Because, like, visual fidelity, there is, like, a hard limit to how much that can... Oh, camera, for fuck's sake. I'm starting to think that this bit I'm having trouble with is not necessarily entirely my fault. The camera is really not helping there. And that is what I'm supposed to do, because the camera angle changes. I think the only... yeah, the camera could be better, but the change I think I would make there is make it so that, if you fuck up, you don't die. Like, just put a soft land in there. No, well, I know you're joking, Class, but no, I'm not talking about procedurally generating art content, but I more mean... well, probably the easiest example is the stuff that, this streamer and programmer Vidal is doing with a he has, a VTuber that's AI based. That's, like, it's still a learning one where it feeds off of inputs and reading its chat and what people say to it. Yeah, Neurosummer. But, you know, it's able to, like, look at images and react to stuff. Obviously, it says a lot of, like, unhinged and nonsensical stuff. Okay, fuck the camera angle there. That's what I'm supposed to do. I know that's what I'm supposed to do. Look, if we watch the reminisce, we'll see it. See, we go. Yeah, we went on there. Yeah, see? Okay, yeah. I'll have to try and concentrate. But what should happen is once you get to the right position there, the camera should change angle because it's... That camera angle there makes it really hard to judge when you're jumping off the second wall. Again, I just kind of wish the wall jumping controls were just a bit more forgiving. Because you do... Oh! That was my fault. I don't know why I pressed jump there again. But also, I probably would have put a checkpoint where that part is, because we've lost our rewind power. That was me trying to get on the... There we go. I can... Okay, now that I've gone through the whole game, I can see why Ubisoft did want to remake this, because there are little bits to improve on. Though, maybe it would be a lot more work, but I do think, in theory, someone could have made these improvements without remaking everything. Obviously, you have to try and work within the original engine, and that can be hard. You might even have to reverse engineer stuff if you don't have any of the source code left. But we've talked about this. They've gone for a very... That trailer they put out that looked really rough. I don't think it was just because it was, like, pretty rough and not polished, but also just the art style they were going for was what was holding it back. But there are, like, little bits and pieces that are, like, yeah, if they keep the game, like, mostly the same, but they just do minor improvements to some of the controls... Okay, I really don't know what I'm doing wrong there. I'm pressing jump when I think you're supposed to. Maybe I'm pressing it late. But it's very unforgiving there. If you're like slightly off, you just don't do the jump there. Okay. But yeah, who even knows what the fuck's going on with that remake? I don't think it's one that Ubisoft would entirely... Well, who knows, actually. They've actually been cancelling a lot of stuff internally. Like, apparently they cancelled like 4 games that hadn't even been announced. And then obviously there's the Skull and Crossbones thing. Like, that game's been in development for... I want to say it's like 5 to 7 years now, and they're just... Something's not working with it. Yeah, okay. If you, like, mash, it doesn't work.
That's not how it
I was hoping if I just tapped it fast enough, it would register. But it seems like there is a system of, like, if you press the button early, it won't accept a later input. Say if you had, like, a turbo controller and you just held the jump button down, you would just die there. That's an odd choice. I guess that was... Well, I guess it's intentional. Like, we want to make sure people are actually timing the jump, but the timing on the wall jumps, that's probably those are the things I've had the most trouble with platforming-wise throughout this whole playthrough. Because I remember having a similar issue earlier. Okay, come on, Prince. There we go. Like, when I'm here, at this point, the camera should already be at a different angle. Oh, yeah, you have to press it way earlier than I was doing it. And I don't think... I don't think this game has, like, a delay input issue. But that felt like it. Oh, okay, that's just water, but I don't need that. Okay, well, let's just hope I hit a checkpoint. I do like that you can just kind of jump anywhere in some places, like on the poles. So if you just don't want to do that bit there, you could just jump it. Don't like you guys, though. There we go. Okay, I think I'm supposed to... Well... I mistimed that. Where's our checkpoint? I have a bad oh no. Okay, so... I think that is what I'm supposed to do. I just must have done it the wrong time. Yeah, that's it. I think the color of this pole was a bit hard to see. Because from certain angles it looks like it's part of the previous building. Yeah, you know what? Now, after playing this, I get the feeling that, I have to look up when Eco came out. But these games seem somewhat influenced by each other. Like, I'm getting... There are some parts in both those games that just kind of remind me of each other. And definitely God of War 1. I can't speak to 2, because God of War 2 I've never actually played all the way through. Oh no. Ah! That's rough.
Farah, no!
No! I had a sexy bath with you, lady. No! Oh no. No, because well, I guess if we had just rewinded, we just would have ended up. Well, no, because she was holding the dagger and then she let go. Oh. There you go. We can do that again. It's kind of funny though, because this sword is so strong that it's not even knocking the enemies over really. So the only reason why I was able to do that is because they knocked each other over there. Oh, stop blocking my hits, game. There we go. That was weird. I was holding block. I guess you can't cancel the animation after a certain amount of time. Trying to think when I would play God of War after this, just because this is reminding me of God of War 1. I have to think though, God of War, if I'd want to play the original or try and get the HD re-release of 1 and 2. I'll say with this trilogy. Oh wow, okay, so this is all the areas we've been to. Okay. Oh wow, we're apparently we're really close to the end now.
I'll start the story from here next time. Bravely I had fought and slain my enemies. Honor and glory were mine. But though I fight until the desert sands themselves were red with blood, I could not bring back the dead.
Oh, load in.
No. No.
Is that a cat purring?
Is unimportant.
Oh no, it's him.
Give me the dagger, and I will give you power. Eternal life will be yours.
His voice, I love it.
When those I loved are dead and I to blame, I choose death.
Oh, the drama. Oh, I bet it's gonna reset everything, isn't it? Yep. Oh, weird, but he still got it. Oh, yeah, he did start with it, sorry. I'm not crying. It's just some rain on my face. I'm not crying. Oh, it's a beautiful story, man. Oh, wow, we're really far back.
Do not be afraid. This belongs to you.
The dagger of time. But
This
it
is-
locked away within my father's treasure vault. How?
Most people think time is like a river that flows swift and sure in one direction. But I have seen the face of time, and I can tell you, they are wrong. Time is an ocean in a storm. You may
I thought it was a
wonder
flat circle.
why I
Shit.
say this. Sit down, and I will tell you a tale like none that you have ever heard.
Oh!
I am the sun, and that is why I have come.
That's the line from the start of the game. That's
To
cute.
arrest this treacherous vizier before he betrays you and brings ruin on us all. His signal is a flaming arrow shot into the air. Prevent him, and my father's army will know the traitor has been unmasked.
I like it. It's full
They
circle.
will turn
It's
back.
cute.
A wild tale indeed. I have a simpler version. A Persian soldier, lusting for glory, entered the chambers of the Maharaja's daughter and was slain by me.
Oh. Okay, bring it, old man.
For your own safety, I suggest you flee.
Oh, shit.
I will handle this intruder.
What the heck?
What sorcery is this? Oh, stop this at once.
My lady, he came here to abduct you. Surely you do not believe him.
Wow, he's...
He will betray you.
Oi!
All will happen as I have foretold.
How inventive. Do not forget, he is a Persian soldier.
What I told you is no story. It happened. I mean... it will happen.
Alright.
Your exertions are most amusing.
Okay. I guess
Let
just...
him be brought before my father. He will judge. Vizier, I have commanded you to stop. Do you disobey?
I've taken orders long enough from a senile fool and a sniveling brat. Your
He's, like,
father was
way
a great
louder.
warrior in his youth, or so he would have the world believe. A pity his son does not take after him. And then again, perhaps father and son are alike. It would appear that both shared a taste for easy plunder.
You waste your breath. What little you possess.
I wonder if the audio sounds different because I'm capturing it as if it was in headphones.
Consumption that has robbed me of the youth that you so heedlessly squandered. Did you really think you could defeat me?
What's going on, mate?
Careful. Don't tire yourself.
Is there any water in this room?
I will handle this intruder.
Stop your spinny move. Oh. Huh. There you go. Okay. There we go. Take that, old man. There's something really funny about we're beating up this guy who's like coughing and like. Oh, okay. I guess we're not that good.
Feel that he finds his only daughter slain by the son of his enemy. Do you have any last words you wish me to communicate to the princess before I kill her? Words of love, perhaps?
Okay.
I could have been immortal.
He was like so sure of himself, and then I just. Okay.
It's true. He was a traitor.
Take this. Return it to your father's treasure vault. Guard it well.
I owe you thanks. But why did you invent such a fantastic story? Do you think me a child, that I would believe such nonsense?
Dude, what the fuck?
I said I owe you thanks. You presume too much.
Okay, good.
Fantastic story. Do you think me a child, that I would believe
Okay.
such nonsense?
Prince, you're a.
It was just a story.
You're kind of a. Oh dear.
Wait.
Man, am I
I
right?
don't even know your name.
Just call me Kakolukia.
Yeah, time. That's the perfect name for it. That bit at the end was very weird, where that guy was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna kill her. What are you gonna do about it?" And then I just like very easily took care of him. Yeah, that was an interesting ending. But you know, good job everyone involved, especially after what I hear about the 3D previous one. Let me double check if there are multiple endings or not. No. Okay. I wasn't sure because that made me think of like, oh, would I have supposed to have done something different there? Cheeky fuck though, isn't he? That was a bit weird. Like, okay, I'll just randomly kiss women, and if they like, no shit, she wasn't into it. You fucking can't prove anything, though, can you? He's good. At least he gave the dagger away. He's not gonna do it anymore. That caught me off guard, though. I won't lie. That's probably the only weird bit with that end bit is I'm bad with names, so I forget if he had a name, but that sorcerer guy, you know, threatening and, oh, I'm gonna kill the princess, what do you want me to do? And then you just hit him like 2 or 3 times. He doesn't even block. Like, I really thought I'd like done the wrong thing there, where it was like, oh, depending on if you fight him or not, you get different endings, but no, apparently there's just the one ending. But besides that one tricky jump there right at the end that I... yeah, no, I had a lot of fun with this. It is kind of funny though that like all that romance between them. It's a bit weird because there was some implication of her having like magical powers or premonitions and stuff. That just kind of didn't go answered. But I don't think this game was rushed or anything like that. I think they maybe just didn't know how to end it, or maybe they had some plans for the future. Maybe we'll get to... Oh no. Okay, no after credits dinner. The original Prince of Persia unlocked. Sure, okay, because, you know, I wasn't sure how long this was going to be. Let's, check this out. Okay, hang on. Because, I can't see. Yeah. Okay. Does this just not work? In this version? Yeah, but, hang on, look. I do have video. See? It's over there. Yeah, hang on. Okay. We get to see this though. Oh, look at this. Ah, still good. Hell yeah, Bink video. Oh yeah, here you get to see... Yep, okay. It's either a weird issue with my capture card, but I don't think it is, because look, it's picking up the Xbox One UI. Oh, maybe it's broken in this version. Oh god, that's a shame if that's the case. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to yeah, I'm gonna have to debunk that. Let me just check one thing, because I do have my Xbox video out set. Was it on HDMI 2 on my TV? Yep. Let me see if it shows up on my TV or not. Well, remember, we're emulating an Xbox original disc here. Okay. Extra features. Because if you look, it's kind of hard to see, but right at the top there, up there somewhere, whoa, my hand! There's like a bit of weird screen corruption. I'm using a disc, but I'm not on disc. Because when you insert discs for original Xbox games to play them on Xbox One, it's basically just working as an unlock security key, and it downloads the game. It doesn't run any of it off the disc. Because they're emulated. They're not running disc code. They've Microsoft's internal developers. Can I run off disc manually? If I had an original Xbox, I could run it off a disc. But the Xbox One doesn't, for emulation, it doesn't use the discs because the code's modified for the games. Because bearing in mind, like, you can emulate off discs. I guess it's just how they're working. From what I understand, this is just from what I understand. If I am wrong on this, someone will have to correct me. Let me just go back in the game one more time and see if there's anything else to see. Oh yeah, I have to... Yeah, okay, but the difference is that those are emulators, right? That are running. It's an emulator installed on your PC when you emulate PlayStation 1 and 2 and you put a disc in. I believe the way the backwards compatibility works is there's not a global emulator. What you're downloading is a packaged emulator game fin. So the reason why you can't force it to run off the disc is because you're downloading like a recoded fin. It can't use the disc because none of the disc's code is part of the emulated package. Bearing in mind, like, the version I've been playing is the NTSC version, even though my disc is PAL, because it doesn't use any of the disc's code. And from what I understand, in some of these games, because if you play them on the 4K consoles and things like that, I think some of them even have other stuff changed in the code to make them just they've actually modified the code somewhat in these, I'm pretty sure. That's my understanding of it, at least. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn this down a bit now. I get it might sound a bit dumb, but you have to think of this differently. This is not even the same as because when consoles officially emulate stuff, bear in mind they're working with source code. They're doing source code emulation, you know? They're not using a separate emulator executable. From what I understand, even though it's done through emulation, you are downloading a game. We'll see. I'll have to look at that. It could be maybe the display resolution, like if I swap down to 720p it would work or something like that. Or I don't know. You know, I will do a quick... It's like a tinkered iOS. Yes, I believe that's probably the best example. Because I think in some games they actually did hack them to run in widescreen where it wasn't available in the original and some other stuff. I know this is a game that if you play it on Xbox One X or the Series consoles, you also get other enhancements that aren't available on the base Xbox One. I'll do some research on that. That's a shame because I did want to mess with that, just to kind of show it. Though I've never played original Prince of Persia. Doommax says, I almost missed the stream. You basically did, actually. Because the old version of Prince of Persia 1 doesn't seem to work. At least not with my capture card. Or possibly at all. Kai says, can you buy this download without the disc? Yes, you can. All the original Xbox games, you can. I don't know if any of them have ever been taken down because of, like, expired licenses. Sometimes that does happen with the Xbox One backwards compatibility, where the game gets released, emulated, right? And then there was some license stuff with it, and it's a weird example. Silent Hill Downpour, which is a dreadful time. That was added to Xbox One backwards compatibility, but you have not been able to buy the digital version for years now, because there's a lot of licensed music in that game for no good fucking reason. It did not, none of the licensed music needed to be in that game. Does not enhance that game at all. But if you brought a disc and put it into any Xbox One to Series console, you'd be able to play it, because it would still let you download it. And obviously, if you'd already built the digital version, you can re-download it. And I don't know if that's happened with any original Xbox games. I could see that maybe happening to SSX3 at some point, because that's all licensed music. And in some cases, if you're lucky, if you buy an original disc, those are cheaper even. Plus, you get, you get to have a physical copy, like I do. Doom, you started playing Sekiro? Nice. Hell yeah. We will get to at some point. It's surprisingly still quite pricey though. Like, even used copies, like, at this point, are still about retail price, like what it would have been when it came out. But someday, we'll get to it someday. But I think I like to pace the Souls stuff, because the whole reason Dark Souls 1 took me a decade to beat was because I got burnt out on it. Well, yeah. I'm trying to think if I could, yeah. I could set stuff up to mess with, like, the Super Nintendo versions, but yeah. Well, FromSoft deserved the money. I don't know if FromSoft would even be getting most of the money from sales anymore. I imagine Activision would be getting most of that money, but oh well. Okay. Let me check just something quick. Because we did miss one extra thing in this. Let me see. Only show me Xbox stuff. Okay. Play first level. Start a new game and stay on the balcony. Alright. You can unlock Prince of Persia 2 in just the Xbox version. For some reason, it's not in any other version. From what I read, at least console. I don't know about PC. But to unlock Prince of Persia 2, around 33% of the way in the game, you'll receive a new sword. Continue to break a wall, and the prince says, it said they built this palace on the ruins of another. Once you cross the next room, you will find a rotatable switch. Directly behind this switch is a break wall, though it doesn't appear to be one. If you hit it 3 times, you'll find another room. You can also rotate that switch until it points to a new room, and it will open a gate that allows you to play it in the right there without having to exit back to the extra features screen. Okay, you know what? We're going to check some Easter eggs here, because I rotate all my saves, and I have saves for, like, every time I saved in the game. So, because I guess it just let me, I never hit a save limit. Okay. Let's see if we can find this. Even if it doesn't work today, I'll have it unlocked.
I think I see that glow you were talking about.
Whee! There we go. Oh yeah, I remember. I forgot this. This jump is weird. It looks like you can make it, and then you don't for some reason. Oh yeah, it's because this pole is like at an angle. Yeah, it's just weird to me that the guide menu still captures. No, because you see that when I press the guide button, that like side bit comes up. So that's why it's leading me to believe that that's what's leading me to believe that the issue is not oh, here we go. Wow, that was perfect. Yeah, it's like multiple games emulated on top of each other, so I could see why it might not work. There you go, that's the perfect save though. Whee! Okay. Oh yeah, I can drink up. Well, I wouldn't say that was removed because, like, you can hear the game running. There's, like, audio for it.
That's not the same sword you had before.
It said this palace was built on the ruins
Aha.
of an even more ancient one. But I thought that was just a story.
Okay, so it's somewhere around here. Oh.
Careful.
Ooh. Okay.
Careful.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
I'll go.
All right. Lady, could you not? Can you move? What the fuck is going on? Like, I can't grab this anymore because she's in the way. Well, this is all parkour, isn't it? Well, I mean, you know, you'd get away fucking a lot if you could.
That's not funny.
I didn't know you could do that.
No. She did not die.
Well, whatever. That was... That's... Oh, God. Oh, okay, I see what happened. Yeah. Well, no, we rewound time. That didn't happen. I was not expecting that to do anything. You kind of notice that games don't really do that as much these days, where they let you like kill NPCs and then have like unique fail states for them. I know some people kind of moan about that and they say, you know, old games used to put like weird little extra fail states and things like that. Oh, that's you know, speaking of that, you're saying, oh, you're supposed to have achievement. That's sadly they did not add new achievements for these emulated, you know, these backwards compatibility versions, and I think that would have been cool actually. Because Sony did do that for PlayStation 2 games that they added to PlayStation.
Stay there. I'll come down to you.
Yeah, so on PS4 there are some PlayStation 2 games, right, that got released. But this was before the whole like PlayStation Plus classics. It's not the emulated versions. That way, they're actual like they're done like this, where they're actually ported and up and like they run natively at a higher resolution. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Original Prince of Persia is like from the 80s. That's how old it is. Directly behind this. Okay, so it's one of these walls. You'll find a breakable wall. If you hit it, you'll find another room. Yes, there were mobile Prince of Persia games, but they've all been lost to time.
Done.
You're about to leave. Hang on.
I'll start the story from here next time.
Weird. This is supposed to be Prince of Persia 2 here. Well, this doesn't work. The thing I'm reading says that that's how you get the second one. Maybe it's in the extra menus now though. Let me check. Let's see. Well, because it puts it to your profile apparently. But I did save, yeah. You know what though? Bing video, that's old like video encoding stuff. The thing is though, the method they're describing here is how you unlock Prince of Persia 1 early in the PS2 version. So maybe I'll double check that. Okay, there is one more Easter egg. Yeah, I haven't been it's because I've been off my regular schedule. A lot of IRL stuff came up Doomatic. I was live Monday. And I don't know. I forget what the date was before then, but I wasn't Tuesday. But I am going to try something. Oh yeah, Clarice is also... She was on vacation. Okay, let me try this and then quickly press. Here we go. So this is a 3D recreation of the first level of Prince of Persia 1. Like, see, like, it actually is in 3D. We've still got the roll. Oh. Look what we found. I wonder how many of these people got cancelled. Oh, that's bad. Okay, what we got? Okay, so they've got Prince of Persia beer. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Penguin? What are these penguin fins? Okay. Well, that was fun. I probably would like some of the original Prince of Persia, because I'm a fan. And I actually have a physical copy of Flashback, which was a game of this style. Though, like, a lot more involved in its, like, story. It had side quests, multiple, like, planets you went to, upgrades and stuff like that. There's a whole, like, you become, like, a merc or something, I think it is. Hey, we've got the sword. I might look at some other sites and see about this whole unlocking Prince of Persia 2 thing. Because I read that it was only in the Xbox version could you play the Prince of Persia 2. Yes, we do need to fix my original Xbox. Yeah.
That's not right.
Yeah, I think I could potentially do it on my own. But I would need to buy some stuff for it. Specifically, I would need to buy a replacement hard drive. And then I'd also need some stuff to convert it, because I think the original Xbox used, oh, what's the name of it? It was... It's this, I think it's IDE, that was it, yeah. I think the, original Xbox uses, yeah, something like that. And so, to put in, a modern drive, you need to use some conversion stuff. But, I do have the EEPROM for the drive that's in there backed up. I wonder if this is the same. Oh, yeah, it is. You have to creep on the spikes. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I haven't done too much research into it. This is stuff. Yeah, this like you need some sort of adapter, but this is something I'd like looked into years ago. Just, you know, because I was curious of what the method was for putting in a different hard drive was. Because the one I've got in there is you know, quite small. And I think that's what I have to do. But yeah, it's just, you know, you need the money for it. And I need to do a bit more research. It's just a shame. I don't think I have any way to, Hang on. No, okay. This can't be a dead end, though. Well, I guess it is. You could, but from what I understand, if you are modding it, you want to put in a better drive anyway. So I think that's why it's recommended just to put in a new drive. I don't know. Yeah, so I think that's why. If IDE is slow, it probably means that it's not suited for running games off the drive, like backups. And with Xboxes, you basically have to do backups now. Okay, no, that's a bonus bit. We got the sword. Where do we go from here? I think this is completable, by the way. This little 3D bit. Okay, what is down here? There must be something down here, because otherwise, like, why have this? Oh. Well, I guess not. I'll do this for a little bit more, and then I'll probably just end stream. Because if you want to see this whole 3D level done properly, it's probably not that hard to find, like a playthrough. You think it's better just to get an IDE drive? Because all the guides I read were like, no, you need to put a SATA drive in if you want one that's like a decent size. Because again, reminder, you're using it to run games off of the hard drive. Oh, you know what? I don't think I went this way. Did I? Yeah. I think, like, you can't go above, like, a certain amount. No, there is a workaround, apparently, where you can partition it. And if you have, you know, because I have the custom OS installed, where you can swap between the partitions or something. I'm not too worried about that. But, you know, like a terabyte would be fine for me. Okay.
That didn't happen.
Let me have one more try of this. So, okay. Sometimes it's better. Here's the thing. I'm going off of guides I read. That were the same guides I used to homebrew the console in the first place. And that's what the guides were recommending. They were like, no, that was the drive types they wanted you to use, so... And bear in mind, like, because some original Xbox games can be quite big. Oh. Okay. What am I supposed to do here? Okay. Let's not worry about that. That's a cool bonus feature, though.
Shall
But
I
yeah,
go on?
you can only... I think you can only find this by doing... It's a... You hold the left... You click in the left analog stick, and then you have to put in a button combination. Sands of Time, Xbox, Prince of Persia 2. Hang on. I figured I'd play through again, recorded from Xbox Sands of Time. Yeah, apparently it is in the original Xbox version. Why can't I find anything on it, though? And Google's being a fucking dick, because it keeps showing me stuff about the remake. Okay. Sands of Time, original... Xbox unlocks. Okay, what does IGN's beat page say? Once you have the new sword, yeah. Okay, they're all saying you unlock it from what I did. Uh, hmm. All the websites say pictures of Sans. However, when I unlocked it, I got the first game instead. Okay. I found a forum, and one person said that the versions are apparently so bad that it's not even worth playing. Sounds like something messed up, but listen, they suck on Xbox. Apparently it was also removed from the PAL version, but again, I'm definitely not even playing the PAL version. Because it straight up says, like... Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. But apparently they're really bad versions. It'd still be interesting to see, but yeah. Something doesn't seem to work right here. Okay. But, you know, hey, we finished the main game. It was awesome. That was a lot of fun. Had one tricky bit there. I think now, having played the whole game through, I can see why Ubisoft would want to do a remake. There are some things to improve. Who knows what's even going on? If the reason why we haven't heard anything is because once the game got moved to Ubisoft Montreal, maybe they completely restarted development. I just hope they try and stick to the original art style, because the trailer they put out, it's like, not only did it look rough, it's like the art style just didn't work. Ubisoft, I would not be shocked if Sony or Microsoft buys them in a couple of years. Let's just say. Because outside of their live service stuff, like Rainbow Six Siege and, well, heck, even like Assassin's Creed kind of turned into a live service game. No, not really, but it did, you know, they supported Assassin's Creed Valhalla with like free updates and stuff for years, though that's ended now. I don't even know if they've announced a new Prince of Persia, a new Assassin's Creed game. So who even knows what's going on there? Alright, but we're at the end of the stream. It was a short one today. That was not the plan, but I really did not know how long we had left, and unfortunately I couldn't get that mode to work. A movie sequel. To what though? I feel like at some point Ubisoft were trying to get an Assassin's Creed movie made. I don't know what happened with that. Prince of Persia, I don't think the first movie did well enough to justify it. So I don't think you're gonna get it. And unless I'm wrong, maybe that movie's awesome and it just got reviewed weird. But I always heard it was just kind of like, eh. And I think like a lot of money got put in it. Didn't Disney make it? I thought Disney made the Prince of Persia movie. I don't know. So what's it coming to the future? What's on Johnny Bag's channel? Well, so I think because of some of the stuff that happened last week and some other stuff. Oh, about the movie, it says the budget was 150 to 200 million in the box office. Well, okay, made some money. I wonder if that doesn't include marketing though, because a lot of movies will sometimes lose their money on the marketing. Yeah, Disney did do it. It was strange. I don't know what it's. Yeah, very odd. I'll probably watch it at some point, but I think I'm now not gonna do Sunday streams because I ended up doing kind of like rushed stuff on Sundays, and also it seemed to be quiet, a lot of people not being around, so I'm actually gonna start streaming Saturdays instead. It was highest grossing though. Interesting. Obviously not anymore. Pretty sure Sonic and Mario would have topped those now. I do remember hearing it was like, oh yeah, this is the best at the it was the best video game movie at the time, but still considered like, but as an actual movie on its own, it didn't seem to be well regarded. I'll have to check it out though. I'll be honest though, like Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, which I believe the movie is based on, doesn't seem like it would be that good as a movie. Oh, so they were starting a sequel but got abandoned. Yeah. I mean, they could pick it up again. It's not like I don't think it would matter that much if they didn't keep Jake Gyllenhaal. I think honestly that pissed off people a bit, honestly, because you know, he's not Persian, that guy. But yeah, so the next stream will now be Saturday, and we'll be doing more Devil May Cry 3. I do have some news on Devil May Cry 3, some good news. I feel dumb I didn't mess with this before. I tested it immediately after stream. If you remember the second stream, I was using a hard drive backup. Just because my lasers on my PlayStation 2s were a bit funky. And we were having some like minor stutters where the game would kind of have to pause for a sec because it wasn't loading fast enough and some of the cutscenes were desyncing. And I looked online and it wasn't listed as like how to fix it. All you have to do if you're using Open PS2 Loader, you just have to put accurate reads in the compatibility mode on, and that fixed it like straight away. Which seems obvious when you think about it, because that was the problem. Is it was trying to load the game too fast, and the game engine was like freaking out. So next time we stream it, fingers crossed, unless I just happen to not trigger the stutters again, we shouldn't have the stutters anymore. I think also the cutscene should play better now as well. I'll do some more tests earlier in the day on Saturday just to make sure though. Oh yeah. Also, yeah. Okay. I just realized I didn't actually mute my game capture audio because it's in my audio mixer, but luckily it was on like a blank screen, so there wasn't any audio coming from it. But what's in the future now that we're done with Prince of Persia: Sands of Time? Well, we will play the rest of the games. I'll look into if there are decent PC versions out there for Warrior Within and Two Thrones. But I think the next thing I'm going to do is I think I'm going to get back to the survival horror stuff, and I want to do Resident Evil 3. Probably the GameCube version, just because it's the easiest one to play with the best like resolution. And I think I'm going to look into the retexture mods as well. They've probably made a lot of progress since I last saw them. Because so we can see like what does this game look like if, you know, with the AI upscaling stuff. I find with games from that era, PlayStation 1 era's AI upscaling works a lot better than latter stuff. When it starts to get a bit more realistic looking, it kind of doesn't work as well. But the stuff I've seen in Resident Evil looked pretty decent. So that will probably be next week. And then from there, I have to think more on that. But I think once Devil May Cry 3 is done, I'm going to start Eco. And then we'll look to the future then. I've got a lot planned coming up. I want to do Eco because I want to have that finished before my birthday. Because on my birthday, even if it's a non-regular stream day, I'm going to stream that day and just play Shadow of the Colossus. And I might just stream like an extra long stream, just hang out online and do random shit that day, play other stuff, might do some other games that day as well. But oh man, like, just I've got myself excited the idea of like, oh, I love to play Shadow of the Colossus through again. And also just it'd be fun to see that PlayStation 2 version again. Now I will admit, I never did everything in the game. I did like the main game, but I don't think I 100%ed all the time trials. And I felt bad about that because I think I found out later that by doing the time trials you unlocked items that it was kind of, this is kind of a weird thing with that game. We'll talk about it briefly, but once you beat the game once, you unlock New Game Plus, and when you start New Game Plus, you keep your end game stats. And straight up, every time you go through the game again, it just keeps upping your health and stamina. And the reason for this is there's a super secret Easter egg you can get when you get the stamina to like the climbing stamina to like I think it's like your 4th or 5th playthrough, and you're able to climb the main tower that you always spawn at the start of the game. There's a secret area, but also, when you start New Game Plus, you can do time trials of all the bosses, though you start with the new game health and stamina. It doesn't give you your upgraded stuff. And I think it's like for every 2 to 4 you beat, you unlock an item that you can use in the world. That stuff, like, it will highlight some stuff on the map. it will give you a parachute you can use. So if you like jump off of high fin, you can glide around. There's stuff, there's like masks that will do certain things. And all, but it's very weird that you unlock that stuff in a new game plus save when you're already like leveled up. So I'm not sure how useful that would be. And hard mode is the same. You have to beat hard mode, I think, once to unlock the time trials. And hard mode actually has an entirely different item set. It's very strange. They're like optional items that make the game easier, but you can only get them once you beat the game. But Eco, I never finished. I did start it in the HD collection when I was playing in HD collection, but I never finished it. And I have to decide. I have to look at the two versions and see if it's worth playing, just like finishing it on PS3, or if I should just play it on PlayStation 2. The problem is there are not many PlayStation 2 to PlayStation like HD collections that were without issues. Prince of Persia actually got a HD trilogy, and it was only on PS3. But from what I'm reading, it's like not good. Every game has issues. Like reportedly, like the audio quality is worse in all the games in that version, and there's loads of glitches and missing stuff. For some reason, it's just a really bad version. That's why I played this one, and when I get to the other ones, it's unfortunate. It was looked as a cheap thing to do, but there were so many hardware differences where those games were designed to do visual tricks that those older systems could do that newer systems didn't do anymore. It's, you know, like transparent effects and alpha effects and how they did depth of field and all that kind of stuff. As bad, like Silent Hill HD collection, it always will be the worst of that type. But it's interesting how many other games share the same issues. Like Devil May Cry 1 HD has a lot of the same issues with music not looping properly, sound effects playing at the wrong speed, transparent textures not working properly, depth of field effects not working properly. And from what I understand, most HD collections from that time had similar issues. Probably the best of the bunch was probably the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, and even that still has issues. The one that always comes to mind is there's supposed to be bugs in a cutscene with Fortune where they get nearer and they die, and you can still hear them in the HD version, but they're invisible. So it's like if you don't know they're missing, it's like, why is there a weird like bug sound effect playing in this cutscene? And there's a couple of those like throughout the game. They're like a lot more minor compared to some other ones. But I hear the Ratchet and Clank HD collection has similar issues. I don't know about the Jak and Daxter HD collection. There's, you know, I have to do more research on those. But also I have the original hardware. I have the capabilities to show like these are what these games would have looked like. And, you know, with my Hyperkin cable, I can get them looking like as best as they probably can as well. But yeah, there we go. So that's basically all my news. Look forward to now. Streams are going to be on Saturday. Well, emulation can help, but you know, you need a lot more specs, and even then, from what I've done for the research, for example, Silent Hill 2, even if you emulate the PS2 version, you can never get everything working 100%. From what I've read, there's no settings that will fix everything. You can like fix one thing, but then another thing won't work right. And it depends. Like some older systems, it's not a problem, and obviously as those emulators improve, maybe we'll get to the point at one point. But some games seem like they need very specific custom drivers to work, just because of weird techniques they use to do their visuals. But you know, I like showing the stuff on this original hardware. If I have the capabilities and I sort out this capture card to be able to capture you know, older stuff. I want to show it, so that's how we'll do it. But I'll do some research on if Eco HD Collection is the best version. Shadow Colossus, though, I do want to play the PS2 version just to show how that game ran. Because yeah, it's a miracle that game works at all, from what I remember. Because it was like really pushing what the PlayStation 2 could do. It's why the HD version of that looks so good. They didn't have to like upscale or redo any of the textures, because just the actual like texture quality and art style of that game was already like pushing harder than the PS2 could even show. It's also a special dual disc. You mean as in like dual layered? It might be. I'd have to look that up. I do have like backups installed on a drive, so I could look and see what the file sizes are. I will say the God of War games, because I did recently put backups of God of War 1 and 2 on my PS2. Those are the biggest. Those are the biggest I've put on there so far. I think those were between 6 to 8 gigs each. But I remember, you know, those were like very late generation ones. But, you know, that's the future. There's loads of stuff I want to get to at some point. I still want to try and stream one more day a week, just because I want to get through games a little quicker. It's taken me so long. There's another thing I've been thinking of recently. I found out there's a Portal 2 fan game that looks like really professionally done, called Portal Stories, and I actually want to try it. And I had recently like replayed through Portal 1 and 2 just to kind of see what my PC could handle, and I want to do that as well. I just got to figure out what day would be good for me, just with my arm and pain issues. I still haven't quite got to the point where I can do, you know, that's why I ended up not streaming on Tuesday, because it ended up the stuff on the weekend and streaming Monday tired me out. But we'll see. It would be nice to be able to do like an extra stream week. Or I don't know, I'll just have to find some politician who's crazy enough to add like an extra day in a week so we can have 8-day weeks. Yeah. Alright. Let me just have a quick look at some stuff. Let's see. Just want to see who's online. Twitch, you need to update your stream manager so I can see my full list of channels I follow in the raid list, because it only shows you like 5, and then you have to search by name like manually. Well, Froggy's streaming, but I imagine she's going to be finishing soon. Her and Zora are playing co-op Ocarina of Time. But, you know, they've got like 500 viewers between them. So, and is it? I think it is just you now, Clarice. This always happens when I do my wind down. I waffle on for too long and everyone leaves. Okay, I'm just going to end things here then. I've been your host, JohnnyBagHead. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for bearing with me and fucking up that one jump for half an hour or however long it was. And yeah, look forward to Saturday. And I'll put out a tweet just reminding of like, oh, I'm going to start streaming Saturdays instead of Sundays now. But take care, everyone. And I need to end the stream. How do I do that again? Oh yeah, you got to press this button here. Let me press this button here. And we'll see. Oh!